Since the invention of movie making, war has had a starring role. In the late 1800s, early filmmakers recreated one of that century's most pivotal battles.
The Spanish-American War comes about at the same time that the moving imagery is now technologically capable of recording war. The Battle of Santiago Bay was one of the first examples of the fabrication of motion picture combat on screen.
The original Battle of Santiago Bay film was destroyed. But this reenactment of the 1898 classic reveals the lost film's primitive special effects secrets. A couple of hustling vaudevillians, Albert Smith and Stuart Blackton, turned an upside-down table into Santiago Bay by filling it with water. Miniature ships were made out of original photo cutouts and pulled along with string. Then, black gunpowder was used to blow up the toy boats. A puff of cigar smoke and an egg beater-powered wake helped complete the battle zone illusion. Around the turn of the century, war was a big hit on the silver screen. Audiences couldn't get enough, so special effects pioneers kept delivering. Airship Destroyer's prophetic tale of an air attack over London is noted as the first film to make extensive use of pyrotechnics and miniatures. Techniques that remain crucial to the making of war dramas.
It really marks an advance from the sort of obvious replicas and obvious fakery of something like the Battle of Santiago Bay, that as early as 1910, audiences are becoming sophisticated enough to want something like the real item.
And the real item, World War I, delivered the plot for D.W. Griffith's 1918 Hearts of the World. Audiences were stunned by Hollywood's depiction of the brutalities of war. But it wasn't until World War II, with its battlefield cameramen, that filmmakers incorporated actual war footage into their feature film recreations.
It isn't really until the newsreel camera gets lightweight enough in the 1930s that you start seeing authentic combat footage coming first into the newsreels and then during the Second World War incorporated into feature films as well.
Director John Ford's December 7th was one of the first and finest films to combine war footage seamlessly with elaborate miniatures and explosive special effects. President Roosevelt commissioned the film about the attack on Pearl Harbor, raising the bar on realism for subsequent combat films. More than 25 years later, the craft of miniature work soared to new heights in the Battle of Britain. The movie is based on the infamous World War II German air assaults over England, seen here in this historic newsreel footage. The film is hailed as a special effects triumph. Cinema Secrets uncovered this 1968 home movie in the attic of Oscar-winning special effects master Glenn Robinson, showing how the film's amazing aerial battle was done. 1/4 scale and half-scale radio-controlled model fighter planes are loaded with explosives and dropped from a helicopter in the skies over Dover, England. The mini German bombers are then detonated in midair and crash into the sea. The explosive impact of the illusion stands up today. Filmmakers soon learned the more elaborate the miniature, the better the effect. The 1970 Pearl Harbor drama, Tora, 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 broke the mold on miniature model making and pyrotechnics. At the time, it had the largest special effects budget to date.
They went to great care in constructing very elaborate miniatures, and these miniatures were pieces of art in themselves.
Painstaking attention to detail went into the making of a miniature Ford Island and the Japanese and American fleets, ranging from 20 to 45 feet in length.
There would be coils of rope maybe an inch in diameter laying on the deck, fire extinguishers glued to the sides of the ship. The detail was exhaustive.
At the Fox Studio Ranch outside Los Angeles, the camera rolls in a 300-square-foot tank. A painted sky covering a 100-foot screen completed the illusion.
The ships were attached to a cable stretched on the bottom of the tank. We would pull the ship to us, and when we wanted to stop, we would pull back on the pullback cable. These miniatures would start moving, and it was just an amazing sight and sound. It puts the hair up on my neck to think about it now.
Tora, Tora, Tora remains one of the greatest war movies of the last century. The elaborate recreation of the bombing of Pearl Harbor won the 1970 Academy Award for Special Effects.